Hello, how's it going everyone? My name is Sinikle and we are doing our daily live stream of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Let me just get everything set up and then we can get started immediately. By the title of this video and said thumbnail over at YouTube, you could probably guess that we are going to be doing Chapter 4 and we are in the investigation part of it all. So let's go ahead and get started. If I got everything set up, I think I do. All right, let me just shut that off. Hello, Muddy. Welcome, welcome. I feel a little bit lazy tonight, so I might not just do voices. I'm just gonna be reading shit. So yeah, no voices. Sorry about that. If you were looking forward to the wacky ass voices that I do, but oh well. Anyway, okay, let's get started immediately. Press start, load the game, and we can get started with the investigation. I don't know how much time the Chapter 4th investigation portion lasts, but hopefully not that long. Because I got to go to bed and get up early, so... Okay. Whoops, let me just... Crap. Okay, there we go. Drink some water. It's a really hot night tonight. I hope anyone watching is having a fantastic day or night wherever you are. Alright, let's begin. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
I am not going Jesus. Ogre.
Yes, yes.
Oh, she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed. I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means?
Interesting.
Sakura's murdered. Was murdered. And by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault!
It was one of you. Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, one of you killed Sakura.
What? What?
You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation? I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
I won't forgive you.
One of you did it. I know it. You know it.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I feel lazy, and I said I wasn't gonna do voices, but this is Monokuma. Come on. Alright. We'll do Monokuma at least. Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma file!
Yay! And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little voice of yours.
Face. Same thing. Anyway,
Now then, with that,
hold on. There's something I want to ask of you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura?
Say what?
Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and
In
then...
other words,
then I killed her. Sorry, it's not quite that. Actually, not even close. The whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me.
phew.
Which, thank God for that, is saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Cause even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey,
I gotta tell ya, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she'd violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
well,
So I don't know who it was, but whoever the blackened is this time, I owe ya one.
what is this?
You owe them one?
Whoopsies. Before you get all pissy-potty at me, you better figure out who did it first.
Shing!
Cause I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
I won't forgive
I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Hina? I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
what?
Me. Muddy, what are you doing? Why are you saying kick ass all the damn time? Oh my lord. You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on! Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is... Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
Huh?
What?
It's your fault!
One of you killed Sakura.
I won't forgive
I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I won't ask you to let us in. Just let me. What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway. Useless.
Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway.
And you, Hero? Do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
Then it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. But
Hey,
we had to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive and to honor Sakura's memory, fine. I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally. Who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen.
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone, keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
Listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hope. Of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. And there we go! We're in! I'd better check the I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. So poison, right? Nothing else can do that except poison or, I guess, a severe stab or something to the gut or something like that, I guess.
Hey,
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
so...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had just been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words...
In other words, this is a classic locked room murder. Well, locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? It might. And right before our very eyes like this?
Hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some specific method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if, well, that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words...
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch, and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
However...
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we could probably cross that one off the list.
It's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words...
They stay hidden, and when the door is opened, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend that they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
It's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room.
In other words,
By that I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So either options 1 or 3. Probably 3. Or a secret 5th one. Anyway. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. Ooh boy, so there are 4 possibilities, and I need a drink of water, goddamn. Whew, getting through it like there's no tomorrow. Then Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room, until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Alright. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Ah, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really liked them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. You selfish! God damn it. What if we wanted some? I mean, come on. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much?
'cause, I mean,
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all their flavor. Hina. Aw, polka dot candy wrapper. Cool. Alright. What the? There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of the bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Duh. Glass shards on the floor has been added. Alright. Huh, there's something else on the ground near the glass. Ooh, look at that. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Figure on the floor. Okay. Alright. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood from her lips for sure. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? I already mentioned this before. The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. So poison is the most likely thing to do that. Okay. Status of Sakura's body. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Nah. Not a chance. Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I would call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Yes, and we will get to that. Oh, what the? Looky look, what the fuck? Oh, that's the protein stuff, right? There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room.
so,
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein, and she mentioned more than once how protein was good for her all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the chem lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. What is?
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
Correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter?
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. It means someone put that there after the fact that I broke the window and the glass fell. Duh. An important clue. I'm not sure I see how. It's important, alright. You dumbass. Alright. So anything else that I don't... Oh! What the bloody hell? There's a bloodstain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Hello, Aaron! Welcome to the stream! We're in the investigation for Sakura's murder within Danganronpa. Magazine shelf bloodstain has been added. Great, alright. Oh, there's 2 missing, but only 1 glass shard broken near the crime scene. Interesting. Hello, Jones! My lord, everyone's late tonight, huh? There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf, but there were originally 6. And inside each bottle there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is how they get these figures inside the bottles.
So...
It's no different from your standard shipping bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Alright. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of the things little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably shattered. No, not shattered. Started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Alright, let's look at the magazines. Sure. Did we just read this? No. Okay. There's nothing to talk about anyway. Alright. I suppose we can now just talk to everyone here. Oh no, there's the locker. Yeah, look at that. Oh, the locker's open. And there on the inside, there's a handprint.
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left a handprint in all the dust. Ugh. Nasty.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was opened. Don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not possible. Huh? Why not?
Hey.
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Yeah, it was already open. Oh yeah, the locker was already open at the point. Yep.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? Locker handprint has been added. Alright, let's start talking to people. Hina! We already know who did it. Byaka, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. I gotta drink water. Oh. God damn, talking so fast like that. Oh, And a lot of talking too, damn. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon? The Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth, I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them, and this is what happened. If I'd stopped her, by force even, this would never have happened. Hina. It's impossible not to have regrets. I know. Hina's account. Alright. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet up with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Boom! Alright.
However,
But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
They would have needed to if they, well, expected to stand any chance against her. True. Tugame, you piece of shit. Hello, hello. Oh my god, my eye. Itchy. Anyway, what do you want? You're bothering me. There's nothing. There's something I'd like to, well, talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her. Jones, when does summer end? I don't know, man. It's hot as hell, though. God damn. So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks, jackass. Alright. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only noticeable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke into it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Alright, I want to leave. I want to leave. I want to leave. Leave. No, I did, you asshole.
Hey,
I did not click on her. I clicked on this. Oh, I can't. Okay. Wait, what? I think I clicked on absolutely everything. Except the time. Oh, the chair. Okay. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. Gosh-chan! Hola! Welcome to the stream! I hope you enjoy it. We're in the investigation for Chapter 4. Sakura died.
Oh my god.
There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. Yeah, that's how it usually works. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked room from the inside, not from the outside. The pink candy blood will drive me crazy.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so for the most part.
So then.
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided. She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with the other two people. I need to hear what they have to say. Alright, let's do it. Oh my lord, I just want to leave. I don't... Yes. Those other two are probably... well, they probably went back to their rooms. Oh, thank you for the fast travel. That was nice. Just let me look around just in case. Nope. Okay. So let's go see. That's mine. No. Sayaka. Byakuya. Junko. Toko. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds... Sup, Lola? Welcome to the stream.
Who's there?
Why do you two stop it? Oh, Lord. Night. Da-da-da. Why, it's me, Sinikle. How you doing? The most negative aura I've ever felt. Total decay. Ew, 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 ew. Get out of here.
Well,
Well, what do you want? Oh, it's voiced. Well.
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
All right.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Yes, it is. Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall. Like a snake.
What do you want?
Anyway. What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something? Yes. I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked you to meet with her.
Well...
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master as well? I just said two, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it, please? I'm going to play the forest, Lola says. You go ahead and do that. Enjoy yourselves. Maybe we can both play one time on the multiplayer. That'd be fun, huh? I admit, I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go to see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated back into her room. Lola's like, yeah, sure, shut up. Bye-bye. Toko's account, alright. Alright, who else? Yasuhiro, that's right. Where is that little fucker's room? Hina is back at the wreck, okay. Leon's dead, there we go. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need anything? Yes, I do. Koka is guilty? Who the hell is Koka? You mean Toko? Toko? Yeah, actually. I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How do you know about that?
Could it be?
Well, did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she had asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Oh, well. When she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person. She happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. Super suspicious! So, then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
Jones says, sorry, I really am learning about this game. That's fine. It's okie dokie. I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Oh, do I still have it? Let's see. Hero was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come
sorry,
on.
looks like I don't have any more. Ha ha ha, with a big... God damn it. With a big, goofy smile on his face. He pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hero's pocket. Oh, well, why don't you look at that? Huh? Quick as the wind, Hero snatched it back up again. And shoved it back into his pocket. My
Hey,
God.
come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked me to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hero quickly slipped back into his room. Hero said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Pocket trash. It's the same exact thing as the candy wrapper. God damn it. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hero. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again. But on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? The chem lab, duh. So let's go there. It's on the 3rd floor, right? No, 4th, right? Yeah. Data center... Chem lab! There we go. God damn it. And the annoying little bitches right there as well. God damn it. I hate him. I hate him so much. No. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. No, what I meant to say was, fuck you, you four-eyed freak. Now get the fuck out of my way. Piece of shit. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like there are 3 shelves that are connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Let's take a look. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Looks like it, dude. It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something a little bit interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words...
That's right, it could have only been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Enchantress Death, Sakura down and out! Yes, and welcome to the stream! I actually don't really see you during these times. Only when I used to do the daytime streams. So welcome! My mouth is very unusually dry tonight. Holy crap. So sorry if I mess up a lot of the lines. If that really is what happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Yep, okay. The source of the powder has been added. Boom. Alright. Because I'm usually working during this time. Oh! Okay. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I'd better not leave a footprint. Okay. Well, what about these footprints here? These are footprints. And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene of a, well, as a whole? We need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go, chop chop. Okay, fuck. God damn it. So I got to work, and before long, I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. Thanks, I guess. So how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me.
I see.
So, when you look at this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left those footprints only had business on the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. Do you like Byakuya, Sinikle? No, I do not, Enchantress. I do not at all. He's a little shithead. If your mouth is dry, put water in your mouth and hold it in. That is a good technique, but I'm, live streaming, and it's kind of weird for me to do that. Live.
I see.
These footprints must be.
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No!
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes, and I'll confirm that size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see, your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? So you wanted me to be the killer? You little bitch. I will make sure that you die 1,000 deaths. Anyway, what? But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints are a really valuable clue. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. All connected, it looks like someone walked up to the cabinet of A for some odd reason and left. Oh my god. Based on the percentage of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. Yes, I just said that basically in the short term. Anyway, what? Enchantress. Sinikle with water in his mouth. God damn it, Enchantress. Stop it. Anyway. According to Byakuya, the powder would have to been spilt right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints in the powder. Alright. Anything else? Sure, okay. On this shelf is poison. See all those, death skull crosses right there? Yeah. AKA, warning, poison, hello. One look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. Yeah, exactly. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. Sometimes I mix up poison and potion. It's actually very weird. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelf Section C. Correctamundo, my friend. Alright, so on this shelf it looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Or Regents. How do you pronounce that? Shit. I forgot. I know what it means, but fuck. I forgot what it's pronounced. I'm now about to Google it. Anyway, I'll just say Regents. Anyway. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring out a chemical reaction. Ah. How have you lived in such an ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Well, thank you! Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
Nagito! Oh my god! You're in chat? Wait, who was murdered on the 4th trial? Sakura, the ogre. I guess her nickname was. Only Hiro called her that, but yeah. Monokuma did too. Anyway. What, you think studying science and mathematics has no particular application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. And agents. Oh, so I got it in the first try. Okay. I thought it was built one way or the other, but yeah, okay. Yeah, I got it. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now, I need to focus on the shelf with the footprints. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this shelf section B. Yep, okay. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. Yes, it's this one that we have to worry. A and C. Let's see, what's on this shelf? Oh, why is there one from C over at A? I wonder. Something about the shenanigans have happened up in this bitch. Ah! There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number, except for one. I see, with a little death warning right there. See that? You see that skull with the little crossbones? Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit section A. But wait! Aha! There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it in here on accident? I doubt it! I should try to find out more of this shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, blah blah blah. Yes, okay, we get it. Sakura must have gone into the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that in Section A, there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on in here. Chem Lab shelf has been added. My lord, that was a mouthful. Holy shit! Okay, I've already taken a good look at the Chem Lab. Maybe I should take another look at the rec room. Sure, if you want me to. Don't go to him. Oh, good. Whew. I want to leave. Leave, please. I need to get the fuck out of here. Anyway, rec room, that's right. It's on the 3rd floor. Right. Rec room. Here we are to save the day. Not to save the day though, because I suck. What? Ah, my eye! Why? Anyway, so Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying. Of course they are. Sinikle must be responsible for the shenanigans!
Yes, I am.
Anyway, well, I've made some progress of my own.
Ooh, tell me, come on.
Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look them over one more time. Alright, let's get started. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure something out. Well, yeah, I know, but...
Hey.
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. Jones asks, how did you pick the name Sinikle? I actually just, thought it up in my head, It actually kind of derives from a little bit of inspiration from, I guess, the Joker from Batman and the DC, but also with my own personal touch, I don't know, I just was thinking up names, and then Sinikle came into my head, and boom, it just clicked with me, I loved it, I liked it, and I felt bounded to it, Enchantress asks, how many dead bodies have you touched before, Sinikle? None after the fact that, okay, no, actually that's not true. I've touched one or maybe two. I only remember one, and that was my grandmother after she died. We all hugged her and everything from her passing. So yeah. But in this case, whole investigations and stuff, not like that, no. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to continue with the, reading. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times, I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you...
So...
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, look here. Her shoes?
Correct.
You see that yellow powder on her Enchantress? I've touched 3 or 4, none of them related to me in any way. Oh, well, that's fantastic. I'm guessing it kind of falls in line with your work, maybe? If not, that's kind of a little bit weird, and I'm not going to ask you any further. Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. And guess where we actually have seen that said yellow powder? In the chem lab. That powder looks very familiar, doesn't it?
Hey.
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
It's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain. Yes, please. It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either of them.
It's true.
So, that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Kyoko's examination summary has been added. I can't believe she had been able to learn all that just by looking at her body and examining. Alright, so, bottles on the shelf. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Yes, it was for dissection purposes. Oh, okay, I think I get the gist of things. Alright, well. Something new.
Hey.
Think that Makoto. So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay attention. Pay careful attention, and you're sure to find it. A correlation. Can you see it? Hey, Kyoko, can you just tell me what it is?
So...
I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions, so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer? I do trust you, to a degree. Beat that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree? Gee, thanks.
Hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You won't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
anyway,
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
that doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuga's not here, so...
So then,
Hello there, Professor Wallafall! Welcome! I was late exactly 53 minutes to the stream, weren't I? It's saying 55 for me, but... Yeah, I guess so. Shit, is Gaines' waifu dead? Who's Gaines? What? Sakura? Yes. Whew. But wow, we're already almost an hour in. Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. Exactly. Just do what you're asked to. I mean, come on, man, come on. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up... Sorry to keep you waiting.
so then,
Is everything ready? Let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
in other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected, and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done. Alright, let's do it.
listen,
First, let's compare the weight of the two of the normal Monokuma bottles. And they're equal. Alright, it's balanced.
in other words,
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, okay, a lot of things happen in chat here. If Kyoko committed a murder, how difficult would it be to solve? I know, right? She's a smart cookie. Professor A. Unsolvable. Oh my god. Maybe. That would actually be a pretty good like side thing to add into the game, like a future DLC. But obviously, this is like years old, and it's already too late for that. What if Suichi and Kyoko teamed up to commit the ultimate murder? Oh my god. That would be awesome. Anyway, well, a normal assumption would be either they'll be balanced out, or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, so there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Okay, let's give it a try. Give it a try. Whoa. Why is that heavier than that? The broken pieces are heavier? Oh, probably because they're a collection of two. Right? Maybe? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles, put them all together,
hey,
and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. Damn. So, what do you think? It's all on you. I know what happened now. Alright, now, last thing is the bookshelf. Well, not bookshelf, the magazine shelf here. Alright, clue. One's upside down. And what the fuck is that? I don't even want to know, okay? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back the way on accident? I doubt it.
hey,
Or maybe. I don't know. Danielle, this whole chapter is so sad. Yeah, I know, right? Sakura is a good a good character. Like, why? And Chihiro was a good character too. I think Chihiro's death was a little bit more sad, but still. Anyway, if something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. Ooh, this is... On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters. It said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
Correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So...
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
However...
And just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come along looking. Holy shit, a lot of things happening in chat. The magazine was... Oh, the pudgy princess thing? Yeah. It's hard to think of how all these deaths in the game could have been avoided. It could have been! It could! If just one of these bastards didn't have the urge to kill. I mean, come on, right? Hey, is that... That says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. What the heck? Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to, corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me think, well, that more suspicious. That something is a little weird about this whole thing. What? I have no idea. The goodest of girls. Goodest is not a word, but I get what you're saying there, Professor. Oh, well, why don't you look at that?
Whoops, you caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake.
Fuck you.
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial.
Oh no.
You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Oh my.
It's already time? But the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Oh, man. Damn. Damn. Alright. Let's go through. Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then...
The ultimate martial artist! A locked room murder mystery!
What?
What the?
Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a panic and you find a dead body.
This is just plain creepy.
Well?
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends?
What?
He's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't wait.
Time to be Phoenix Wright, baby. Oh, my lord. Danielle, boy.
Now then, let's get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there.
Screw off. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean.
T_T. Funny. I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough, because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. Oh, that picture's sad. She died with a smile, too. Fuck. Come on. She was stronger than anyone I knew. And yet, someone killed her. And that person is here? That person is one of us? Well, well, well. That is gonna be it for this stream, folks, because the next Danganronpa stream is gonna be the entirety of the Chapter 4 Class Trial. So I hope you all enjoyed the stream as long as you could and were able to. John Cena voice. Are you sure about that? Fucking Christ. Oh my god, that meme. Jesus. Like, no, I don't like John Cena. I like wrestling, and I'm looking forward to SummerSlam, but fuck John Cena. The curse of despair! I know, right? It's a curse. It's a curse to be reckoned with. But anyway, we just saved. Hallelujah. And we're going to be ending the stream here. Thank you all for joining in. This was a fantastic stream. Sorry if you came in a little bit late and you only got a few minutes in on the stream, but you can watch it over if you want. Thank you for the subscribe, Nicholas. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Thank you again. I am streaming over at YouTube and Twitch, so if you're over at Twitch watching, go ahead, make sure to follow, because I do stream every single night around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what I'm going to be streaming up tomorrow night, but look forward to it. Thank you for joining in. This was a blast. And remember, folks, stay sinful.